targeting top Hezbollah officials really daily 24-hour period. A couple weeks earlier, a massive Israeli strike on YAHAWAH, the leader Hezbollah's senior leader Hassan Nasrallah, who had led the group for more than 30 years. And you know what I'm saying? We already know about that. Lebanese officials say the strikes have killed at least 2,300 people and wounded almost 11,000 others since Israel's offensive against Hezbollah ramped up about a month ago. Now, that was just reported a day ago. Look what happened today. Salakia, where is it at? Oh, it's not on this one. My bad. It's on this one. Israel takes out Hamas leader Yahya Sinwar in Gaza, and this just happened this morning or today. Israeli forces in Gaza killed Hamas leader Yahya Sinwar, the architect of the October 7th terrorist attacks. Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Milakowski announced. In an address today, Vice President Kamala Harris said Sinwar's death gives us an opportunity to finally end the war in Gaza. That's not true. You think that you just going to keep on deleting these Hezbollah leaders and Iran not going to do nothing about it? You know what I'm saying? The Arab nations, they not going to do nothing about it. Sinwar, who was born in a refugee camp and spent years in Israeli prison before he rose to the top of the Iran-backed militant group, was described as a dead man walking by the Israeli military in the days after the October 7th attacks. After Sinwar's body was found and before he was definitively identified, Israeli Defense Minister Yoav Gallant wrote on X, "You will pursue your enemies and they will fall before you by the sword." Leviticus 26, "Our enemies cannot hide. We will pursue and eliminate them." Hostages families have called on the Israeli government to use Sinwar's death to negotiate for their relatives' release, while Palestinians are voicing hope that it may bring an end to the war. Well, sorry to tell you, this is all biblical, and there will not be an end to this war no time soon. It says, this is 2 Ezra 15 and 27, and the point being in 30. For now are the plagues come upon the whole earth, and ye shall remain in them, for the Most High Power shall not deliver you, because ye have sinned against him. Behold, a horrible vision, and the appearance thereof from the east, where the nations of the dragons of Arabia shall come out with many chariots, and the multitude of them shall be carried as the wind upon earth, that all they which hear them may fear and tremble. Also the Carmanians, raging in wrath, shall go forth as the wild boars of the wood, and with great power shall they come and join battle with them, and shall waste a portion of the land of the Assyrians. And then shall the dragons have the upper hand, remembering their nature, and if they shall turn themselves, conspiring together in great power to persecute them, then these shall be troubled and keep silence through their power, and shall flee. So them Arab nations are going to join together and come against you Israelis, man, very soon. You know, it's coming very soon. So this is another article I seen. This is diabolical. I just seen this before I made this lesson. This nigga is sick, bro. This nigga is sick. Says Diddy brutally raped male Macy's worker in store stockroom as sick punishment for him working for rival clothing firm. It says Sean Diddy Combs has a new disturbing abuse claim against him as the former music producer sits in his hellhole jail cell following an ongoing list of accusations. Radar Online can reveal the disgraced music mogul has been accused of brutally orally raping a man in a Macy's store. In a new lawsuit, an unnamed John Doe claims he was brutally assaulted by Diddy in a stockroom at the flagship Macy's department store in New York back in 2008. This is all, we know this is all for money, man, but this is also, you know what I'm saying? This is Diddy's judgment for being such a wicked nigga all these years. And we know it's people behind the scenes that's worse than him and all of these things, but it's just his time. He claims he was in a back room of Echo Clothing when the disgraced star entered along with 3 of his armed bodyguards. The victim claims he was hit hard around the base of the neck, possibly with a pistol, and knocked to the floor before Diddy allegedly proceeded to forcefully and brutally orally grape the plaintiff while yelling obscenities at him and calling him Echo. That's funny, man. That's funny. That's funny, man. But this is Deuteronomy 23:17. There shall be no whore of the daughters of Israel, nor a sodomite of the sons of Israel. So even though he wasn't doing booty play in this instance or this story, Diddy, you still was doing that behind the scenes, man. And it goes for him too because he is an Israelite. You know, he's a Negro. Let me make sure that's all I had on that. This is Revelation 22:11. He that is unjust, let him be unjust still. And he which is filthy, let him be filthy still. And he that is righteous, let him be righteous still. And he that is holy, let him be holy still. And behold, I come quickly, and my reward is with me, to give every man according as his work shall be. I am Alpha and Omega, the beginning and the end, the first and the last. So he continued to do wickedness, and you see where he ended up, man. You know, you see where he ended up. He thought that he could keep on doing these things and nothing would happen to him. And that's a common misconception about a lot of people on the earth now. They think that they can do things with no consequence, or they don't realize that they have to answer to YAHAWAH when it's all said and done. You have to answer to that higher power. All right, let's continue. It says at least 3 people deleted in horrifying U.S. bridge collapse. At least 3 people have died in a horrifying bridge collapse in the United States on Wednesday. 3 people died and 4 people were injured during a bridge collapse in Mississippi on Wednesday. The bridge was reportedly under construction in the process of being demolished on Wednesday. The bridge collapsed while it was in the process of being demolished, killing 3 people and critically injuring 4 more people. Oh yeah, I forgot to pull this up for Diddy ass Salakia. This is Luke chapter 12 and verse 2. For there is nothing covered that shall not be revealed, neither hid that shall not be known. So all these things that, you know what I'm saying, because he was coercing and, you know what I'm saying, extorting people too. So all those things, you know what I'm saying? All that dirt that he had on people and was blackmailing them with, all of that stuff is coming out, man. All of that stuff is coming out. All of these celebrity secrets, anybody who was involved with him, Salaki. Yes. Anybody that was involved with him, all of that stuff is coming to the light, man. Therefore, whatsoever ye have spoken in darkness shall be heard in the light. And that which ye have spoken in the ear in closets shall be proclaimed upon the housetops. So, amen. All of these things are coming out, like I said. And I say unto you, my friends, be not afraid of them that kill the body, and after that have no more, but Salaki, I just butchered that. And I say unto you, my friends, be not afraid of them that kill the body, and after that have no more that they can do. But I will forewarn you whom ye shall fear. Fear him which after he hath killed hath power to cast into hell. Yea, I say unto you, fear him. So we know hell is a mind, it's just a state of mind. It's not a place. But, you know what I'm saying? The Lord can make your life a living hell. If you understand what I'm saying. You know, you don't need to fear the diddler. The diddler needs to fear the Lord. And so on. That's a problem with a lot of people out here. They don't fear the Lord. So they think they can do whatever the fuck they want to do. More than 100 killed in gasoline tanker explosion. I seen this too, and I was like, good riddance. More than 100 people were killed and 50 others injured after a gasoline tanker overturned and exploded in Nigeria, police reported on Wednesday. It probably was a bunch of non-believers because, you know, were spread out throughout the four corners of the earth. But as far as like Africa and whatnot, more so was on the West Coast. So, you know, Nigeria is one of those places that still has Israelites over there. The incident occurred when dozens of people rushed to collect fuel from the damaged vehicle to Majaya town, Jigawa State, after the driver lost control on a highway close to a nearby university. 97 people were burned to ashes, goddamn, at the scene, while 8 others died at the hospital, said Dr. Haruna Myriga, head of the Jigawa State Emergency Management Agency. That just made me think of something because I didn't know that they got disintegrated to ashes, man. The Lord is cold. They got disintegrated to ashes. They don't even have to be, you know what I'm saying, what's the term? They don't have to be cremated. They was cremated upon death, upon impact, man. They got burned alive, which is gonna happen to a lot of you, you know what I'm saying, non-believers and antichrist. This is not the verse I was about to pull up, but this is still relevant. 2nd Ezra chapter 15 and 26, for the Lord knoweth all them that sin against him, and therefore delivereth he them unto death and destruction. So, and it says, woe to them that sin and keep not my commandments, saith the Lord Yahawah. I will not spare them. Go your way, ye children, from the power. Defile not my sanctuary. The same. I believe that's in 2nd Ezra chapter 8. The same. So like, you know, it's not. The same shall also experience Salaki. Death by pain. This verse 9. It says the same, this is 2nd Ezra chapter 9 and verse 12. The same must know it after death by pain. So we know that the Lord punishes the body, and those who sin against him, who will forsake him, just the wicked in general, shall feel it with death by pain, man. Death by pain. That's why it's a fearful thing to fall into the hands of the Lord. Moving on. North Carolina groom shot and killed outside wedding in front of bride. Tyreek Burton, 37, was living the best day of his life. He married her partner after being together for 16 years. I think that's a typo. However, a day of celebration quickly turned into a day of tragedy. The father of four was shot dead by a complete stranger just outside his wedding reception venue and right in front of his wife in Greensboro, North Carolina. Police arrived at the scene where the murder took place. Reportedly at around 8:45, the suspect shot Burton up to 15 times after Burton briefly left the wedding reception venue to fetch something. According to the family, the unidentified man who shot Burton accused him of cutting him off while driving. According to the Mirror, Brittany Burton, Tyreek's sister, said that his brother responded to the man by saying, "Who was in the car? Who just passed him at the stop sign? If I did, I'm sorry." Moments later, the man murdered Burton. "My brother didn't know this man at all. They never met," said Brittany. "He didn't ask him what his name was. They never shook hands. This is a complete random stranger, and he shot him in cold blood." But they don't understand is that there are spirits created for vengeance, man. There are spirits created for vengeance. Brittany cannot begin to comprehend how such a thing could happen on a day as important as Burton's wedding. It was supposed to be one of those happiest moments of his life, and it turned into something tragic, she said. Cold judgment. Cold judgment. Shalakia, let me. This is Matthew chapter 12, 24, Salakia, in verse 12. And because iniquity shall abound, the love of many shall wax cold. You know, it says sin will be rampant everywhere, and the love of many will grow cold. And that is true, man. Wickedness is increasing. As it reads in 2nd Ezra chapter 15 in the 6th verse. For wickedness hath exceedingly polluted the whole earth, and their hurtful works are fulfilled. You know why? Because the earth is given into the hands of the wicked. Shalaki, let me pull it up. Google University. The earth is given into the hands of the wicked. Job 9 and 24. The water. The earth is given into the hand of the wicked. He covereth the faces of the judges thereof. If not, where And who is he? Who is the wicked? Esau, Edom. So let's continue on. The love of many is waxing cold, man. Their spirits created for vengeance, man. That dude said, "Nigga, you cut me off in traffic." Boom, boom, boom. They blickied his ass. 15 shots. All because he cut him off in, hey, that road rage, man. Vengeance. Shalaki, I'm not going to be able to spell this word. Vengeance. The spirits created. There be spirits. This is Ecclesiasticus, also known as Sirach, chapter 39 and verse 28. There be spirits that are created for vengeance, which in their fury lay on sore strokes. In the times of destruction, they power out their force and appease the wrath of him that made them. Fire and hail, and famine and death, all these were created for vengeance. They feed off of, death and all of those things. This is the last one. Influencer falls to his death from 630-foot bridge while filming social media posts. And I seen this. After attempting to climb one of Spain's tallest bridges while creating social media content, the influencer, whose identity has not been released, was scaling the 630-foot tall Castilla-La Mancha bridge in the Talavera de la Reina with another 24-year-old Englishman on Sunday when he fell hundreds of feet to his death, local city councilor Masarina Munoz confirmed. This nigga climbed to 630 feet for no reason, just for social media gain. You know what I'm saying? I'm about to pull up one of my favorite scriptures because that just made me think of this. For to be carnally minded is death, but to be spiritually minded is life and peace, because the carnal mind is enmity against the Most High Power, for it is not subject to the law of the Most High Power, neither indeed can be. So then, they that are in the flesh cannot please the Most High Power. But ye are not in the flesh, but in the Spirit, if so be that the Spirit of the Most High Power dwell in you. Now, if any man have not the Spirit of YAHAWASHI, he is none of his. So like I said, man, he did all of that just for social media fame. You know what I'm saying? Well, really, you ended up trading your life for that shit. It's not worth it, bro. Thinking carnally. Like it reads, carnally minded is death. And you see what happened to that dude. Let's go for him and Diddy. Riches profit not in the day of wrath, but righteousness delivereth from death. So really more so than Diddy, because he feel like he can buy his way out of his judgment, and he can't. Riches won't help on the day of judgment, but right living can save you from death. So that's what it is, man. That's what it is. This is Matthew 4 and verse 7. So like Yahawah said unto him, it is written again, thou shalt not tempt the Lord thy power, thy God, Yahweh. You're not supposed to tempt the Lord, man. Do not test the Lord, because you're going to get what you wishing for. That's what that dude got. The Lord made him fall from that 630 feet. And as he was falling to the ground, he started praying for Jesus and God. And he couldn't help you, because there is no power in those names. So, Lord willing, this lesson was edifying to you all. Call halal Yahawah BAHASHAM YAHAWASHI BAHASHAM HaKakwadash. Until next time, I say shalom.